Well, hello, all you viewers out there in Video Land, where this is who am I? Oh, I'm the comedy thief. We steal everything you see and hear today, and so we're glad you guys are here. I'm going to pass this on to Dr. Fat Packer, who is going to say hello to our viewers. Go ahead.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I'm here. I might as well say hello. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Das ist schwer zu glauben, yeah. I
And all
mean,
that junk and stuff. And Homeless Charlie's down below us. And why don't you say hello to our enormous crowds?
Well, hello to our enormous crowds.
That's it?
there you go. See how
Oh,
that
I'm
is?
not like Dr. Fat Packer. I don't have the education for all those words.
and folks, Homeless Charlie's wearing a wig because it's wintertime and he didn't have any money to buy a hat. So it keeps his ears warm, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very nice.
Yeah, you're looking charming tonight.
Thank you.
Now, at a brief discussion, we were wondering, and I'm going to pass this along to each one of you guys, that
Oh,
if
boy.
you're an old person, what kind of exercises do you think would be really good for an old person to do?
Well, I think first thing in the morning, getting up and out of bed is a very good exercise.
That would be perfect. Just
Yeah.
just just getting your feet on the floor.
There's a floor.
Yes. And almost Charlie, an exercise you think that old folks could do?
Well, I was sort of wondering if you bend over to pick something up off the ground. Is that considered a squat?
A squat? Was that a squat?
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah.
depends on where you are when you do that, yeah.
Well, there's push-ups, but I don't know if an old person can actually do even one push-up. I don't know.
No, no.
I have an idea for that. There's a doctor I can recommend. You lean against the wall and
Yeah.
put against the wall like that, and not on the floor, because then you have to get up again.
Oh. Well, I laid on the floor to do an exercise the other day, and I swear the floor moved. But
Yeah, I
but I'm
thought you
old.
fell asleep.
I'm 82.
There you go.
Anyway, Dr. Fatpacker, what do you got?
Well, I tell you, I have a good little story here about this woman. She's a middle-aged woman. She had a heart attack, and she was taken to the hospital. And while on the operating table, she had a near-death experience.
Whoa.
She saw God. She
Ooh.
said, God, is this my time? Is my time is up? And like God says, no, no, let me look here. No, no, it looks like you've got another 40 years, 2 months, and 8 days to live.
Wow.
So the woman says, well, that's wonderful. While I'm here, I might as well get some stuff done. So she had a facial, she had liposuction, and she had a tummy tuck. And then she had someone come in and change her hair color. And she had no time. She had more time to live. She might as well make the most of it. But after her last operation, she gets out of the hospital feeling really good for herself. And as she's walking across the street, she gets hit by a car and dies.
Oh.
She gets up to God and she goes, what happened? You told me I still had 40 years to live. You should have pulled me out of the way of that car. And God said, I couldn't recognize you.
Oh, no wonder he. She was
No.
an entirely different woman. Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
Well, I don't get a lot of exercise, and to tell you the truth, I've never ever run a marathon.
Hmm.
But once I walked real fast across the parking lot because Dunkin' Donuts was almost ready to close. Does that count?
That does count. That
That's
does
very
count.
good. Yeah.
Now, gentlemen,
Yeah.
do you know what it means to come home at night to a woman who's going to give you a little love, a little affection, and a little understanding? Do you know what that means?
You're in the wrong house.
Exactly. You're in the wrong house. Dr.
Sally was
Fatpacker.
all about that.
Dr. Fatpacker, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I tell you, here's some of the things that I'm realizing as I get older.
Yeah.
Then I say the other day,
Yeah.
I could be referring to any time between yesterday and 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Also, I remember being able to get up without making sound effects.
And now they do.
Oh, and the other day I had my patients tested. I'm negative. No patients.
No patience. Oh, it took me a minute.
And one more. I remember now, if you lose a sock in the dryer,
Yeah.
it comes back as a Tupperware lid that doesn't fit any of your containers.
Oh, I didn't know that. Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
Well, I forgot what I was going to say.
Want me to do one first?
Thank you for paying attention.
No, I was going to tell you about, I got a ride yesterday from a buddy of mine. And
Yeah.
some lady who had road rage, and she was really angry, and she yelled out the window to my buddy. She says, "I'm going to make your life a living hell." And then he replied, "Thanks, but I'm not looking for a relationship now."
Well, this fellow, his mother-in-law came to live with him, and he came home from work a couple of days later, and she's there laying on the kitchen floor, unconscious. They called 911. They got her in the hospital, and the next afternoon he had a conversation with the doctor, and the doctor says your mother-in-law has suffered a massive stroke. One, she's incontinent, so you're going to have to change her diapers all the time. Number two, she's lost any ability to really chew on food, so you're going to have to make baby food meals for her. She can't walk anymore, so you're going to have to carry her everywhere, and she can't talk anymore. She just screeches all day long. That's the bad news.
Why do you think
And
this is funny?
the guy goes, "Whoa! If that's the bad news, what's the good news?" And the doc says, "I was just kidding. She died." Dr. Fatpacker.
About earlier. Holy,
That's the one that'll get people upset. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I guess so. It probably would have worked if you hadn't laughed through the whole thing.
I know. I'm laughing at my own
know,
joke.
you like your jokes. What can I say?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was getting into my car the other day, and this bum walks up to me, and he says, "Can you give me a lift?" And I said, "Sure. You sure look great, and the world's your oyster. Go for it."
Da 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 da. Go ahead, homeless Charlie.
Well, being a little older, I'm very fortunate
Yeah.
to have someone call and check on me every day. Now, he is from India, and he's very concerned about my car warranty.
Of course he is. Everybody is.
I have a song.
Oh my goodness! Not another song. How wonderful!
Ready? Here we go. I got a new lyrics here. There once was a girl from Decatur.
Oh,
She got chased by an old alligator.
yeah, that's too bad.
She got caught by her toe, screaming, "Please let me go." But after he caught her,
He ate her.
Hater! Oh, that's terrible.
Dr. Fatpacker.
You have nothing but death on your mind today. What is los mit that?
Dr. Fatpacker, go for it.
All right. Well, I think I can tell you some more about my patients that come in to see me. And I got another patient that says, "Well, I'm very worried about my breathing." And I said, "Well, we'll put a stop to that."
Oh, that is scary. Hold it, guys. I got to blow my nose again. Seems like
Okay.
every week.
Right. It doesn't matter whether you hear us or not.
Oh,
Oh my God. Who let the elephant in?
that's a beautiful thing. Homeless Charlie, go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got my first date of the year already lined up.
Wow.
First date.
Oh,
I mean, it's a court date, but it's still a date, and I'm getting dressed up.
A date's a date.
yeah.
Gentlemen, last Halloween, I saw this pretty girl walking down the sidewalk, so I jumped out from behind the bushes and I went, boo! And she just recoiled and goes, oh my Lord, she said, you almost scared the pants off me. And I said,
Boo.
let me try again.
Yeah. I read the vet you were going today. I thought she died.
Dr. Fatback, no, she didn't die.
Well, that's good. Here are some things to consider going into 2021, right?
Yes.
First thing I remembered from 2020, the dumbest thing I ever bought was a 2020 planner.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I
I
did too.
was so bored, I called Jake from State Farm just to talk to someone. And he asked me what I was wearing. And finally, the world has turned upside down. You know that? Old folks are sneaking out of the house and their kids are yelling at them to stay indoors.
Oh, that's true, true, true.
Yeah.
The world has changed.
It's
Homeless Charlie, this is the last one.
Well, some quick advice. Don't wait until you're on your deathbed to tell people how you feel. You could be too weak to raise your middle finger.
I like that one. That's funny.
And finally, this is a public service announcement. Every few days, ladies and gentlemen, we want you to try on your jeans. And the reason why is because your pajamas would have you believe that everything is well in the kingdom. That did it. Okay, we're done. We're done. But we have a new feature where we're inviting a super famous person to be a part of our next video. And Dr. Fatpacker, who are we going to invite to our next video showing?
Well, I'll tell you, I've been always very happy with all the music that she did, and her movies were wonderful. I think we should invite Cher.
Cher, you remember, you know Cher's last name?
Well, it used to be Bono.
I think it still is, or Boner. Bono, I guess you're right. We're inviting.
You're going to get kicked off of here one of these days. You keep stuff up like that.
I know, keep stuff up like that. I like that. That was clever.
Thank you.
We're inviting Cher to be on our next Funny Old Guys video. Cher, you have 24 hours to communicate with us. You can email it at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And if you don't respond in 24 hours, we're going to throw you in the trash. Not literally, but you go into the trash and we'll go on to somebody else. So we want everybody to subscribe to our videos if you like them, and if you don't. So I'm saying goodbye, and we'll pass a goodbye along to Dr. Fatpacker.
Well, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. You take care. Take care of yourself this weekend because you're going to have lots of fun, I'm sure.
And farewell to our viewers from Homeless Charlie.
Farewell to our viewers.
That's it?
Charlie.
Well, he does that so well, you know.
Is there any more, or is that it?
Well, I hope Cher's not out skiing.
Well, I don't. She's looking for Sonny's remains. But that's another story. Okay, everybody, wave goodbye. We'll see you guys at our next video.
There you go. Cheers, Snake.